We had this men's Realtree hoodie, size medium. It took about 1.5 years to sell, but it sold for full price of $17.95 plus shipping. These vintage jeans by Avenue Blue, they're a women's size 14. It took about 1 year to sell, but also sold for $17 plus shipping. These are some pants by Black Diamond. They are the Mantle series, and I just listed these last week, and they sold on a best offer of $26.95 plus shipping. And we had these Wrangler women's Western jeans size 3, sold for $18 plus shipping. We have 79 orders going out on eBay and another 10 on Poshmark, and about $600 worth of sales going out on Whatnot. So bringing our total a little over $2,300 in sales going out. Let's get to pulling these orders so we can find out what's sold. I love picking up cargo shorts in the middle of summer. I have definitely stopped and slowed down, but these are some Massimo men's cargo shorts in really good shape. Listed these about a month ago, and they actually sold for $15 plus shipping. Wow. And we got an amazing sale right here. We have some soap by Olivia Care Mandarin Oil Orange. Wow. From the storage unit 2 years ago, sold for $15 plus shipping. So this video is kind of just going over what has sold over the last couple days, but I wanted to make it a little bit more inspiring that if I can do it, you can do it. Let me explain why. And today's video is sponsored by GyroPack. I've shipped over 18,000 packages on eBay, and it wasn't until I found GyroPack where I knew my packages would actually arrive from point A to point B in a good, safe condition. And I shipped most of those 18,000 packages in poly bags just like this, but you could see here, they tear open really easy and they just don't last as long as they should. But with GyroPack, you can pretty much throw it through a brick wall and it'll be just fine. And if you're wanting to try GyroPack right now, you can get 10% off your first order by clicking the link in the description down below, or you can use coupon code BOW10 at checkout. They have much more variety than just these simple poly bags. You can check out their bubble mailers and also different types of sizes to whatever you're going to be shipping in your business. Now back to the episode. This long sleeve shirt, it's a vintage one with these little emblems on the front. It's by a brand I haven't sold before, by Z Cavarici. Apparently it's some vintage brand. Sold in 2 days for $15 plus shipping. So just going over like how you can do this too and be inspired by maybe some of the people you see on YouTube is really, I don't have a specialized background in clothing or reselling before I got started almost 4 years ago now. And really, it just took a lot of the skills of refining brand knowledge and learning how to master the basics. And really in all things like sports, photography, art, music, when you just master the basics in something, it can really help you build a good solid foundation for you to build the business that you want to build. And what am I even talking about in relation to reselling and eBay? I'm talking about learning how to master the art of creating a perfect listing, how the title structure should look, how to do photos like my lovely wife is doing, and all of the basics that are boring, very, very boring, but need to be mastered for us to have a successful resale business. Now, my first few years on eBay weren't pretty. I was picking up bad items, I was doing bad listings, and we were still selling things. And back then, 4 years ago, that's when you could get away with it. But now with more and more competition, now more than ever, it's so important to master the boring basics to be able to have a good successful business. I'm talking about making the best title you can make and then having competitive market prices so your items can sell. Don't just make up prices and expect them to sell. We really need to learn the market dynamics for the items that we're listing, clothes, video games, trading cards, whatever it may be, because if you're just priced $1 or $2 above market, your item may never sell. So as I was thinking of a topic for today's video, I just wanted to say it was really through inspiration that got me through the ups and downs of reselling, looking at other people doing it on a higher level. So I wanted to bring that into this video to help inspire you that yes, we are selling a good amount of items on a weekly basis through multiple platforms, but there isn't anything like special or in particular that we have, or we don't have like a huge connection for sourcing. You know, we just go out and master the basics and continue to get better and better working on those basics every day. And I just where you're at right now, maybe if you're a beginner reseller, do not be discouraged, because our beginnings were also very up and down. And it's really important to just take that into perspective. And as long as you're making a reasonable amount of progress in a reasonable amount of time, then you're on track. eBay and reselling by no means is a get rich quick. It's a slow build up, you know, and you can build a great six-figure business even within your first year, but definitely in your second year, having the right principles in place. This is a Prana men's size small wool button-up jacket, sold for $39.95 plus shipping, and this was listed about 2-3 months ago. Definitely seeing an uptick in jacket sales, hoodie sales, and jeans, which is awesome because I have a lot. And we have these Nike New with Tag dry fit pants, more like some golf pants, sold within a week for $34.95 plus shipping. And I think I paid $10 for these, but I knew they would sell quickly. So this is a nice sale right here. We got Rochelle doing photos. Whoa, it's really bright. How's the photo process been so far? And excellent. Been great. Yeah. So you're photographing a Theory polo shirt. Very cool. Very helpful, very awesome. We're still doing 20 listings a day. We do have a good fat stack of items ready to be put on Whatnot, all $1 starts. Today at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, we're doing probably 80% new with tag items. A lot of silk, linen, cashmere, wool stuff. Bowden. We got some brand new with tags, vintage Levi's, silver tabs, super baggy. We're starting those off at $1. So thank you to everyone who has come in and supported. We've actually raised close to $3,700 for my wife's neck procedure. Blown away in about 24 days selling on Whatnot. So it's all thanks to you, and just want to be able to provide like the mission statement on Whatnot. My responsibility is to bring you the best items I possibly can find and start them all at $1. So that's my kind of vision for Whatnot. Is I want to really, you know, if you're over there spending money, I want to be able to provide you with a good deal. So thank you, and that's the update. We're at like, I just withdrew the first amount off Whatnot, and it was like $37.67, which I'm like, wow, that's insane. So thank you, and Rochelle is on track to get the neck procedure done late October to November. And before we started Whatnot, we were kind of looking at each other going like, is this ever going to happen? God, show us a sign. And he did back in January, but we were procrastinating on doing Whatnot. So thank you. Just wanted to give you a quick update there. Really enjoying doing Whatnot. You could bookmark the show that we're going to do at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, linked in the description down below. And we run about $70 to $100 items for $1 each. So lots of your favorite brands there, and just want to say thank you again. We had these Kenneth Cole men's jeans, new with tags, sold for $20 plus shipping. We had this awesome Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl champions 2014. It's a 4XL t-shirt, listed 2 days ago. Sold really fast, and it sold for $13 plus shipping. Picked this shirt up at the bins. It is a chambray tailor stitch men's size medium. Even had a stain on the back by the collar there, and it's still sold in 1 week for $29.95 plus shipping. This is a great brand to be on the lookout for. This is a women's Ren Spooner 3/4 sleeve Hawaiian shirt. It was listed over a year ago, and it's sold on a best offer of $17 plus shipping. Ren Spooner is, I think, more of a faster selling brand in men's, but women's too I'll pick up. This is a women's fresh produce dress that sold for $19 plus shipping, and this was listed about 8 months ago. So bringing back that inspiring effect, that what kept me going through the ups and downs when I was just getting started on eBay, is just really mastering those basics and getting good at them. And I know with diligent work and diligent effort and working harder than your competitors, you too can run a full-time resale business if that is your goal. Or maybe it's your goal just to make a little side money. That's fine. But being able to master the basics is the key for you to build that solid foundation, because so many people see other people making money in the reselling niche, and then they get started so fast, they start bulk buying, and then before you know it, they have a store of 5,000 items, and then they sell 1 or 2 items a day. I don't want you to be in that position. I want you to master those basics so you can build a good business slowly over time, something that is sustainable. I guess I'll use this example for Whatnot. I wanted to do Whatnot back in January and really gave all the reasons and doubts and excuses as to why we wouldn't be successful on that platform. And then fast forward 6-7 months later, we give it a try, and that totally changed my concepts and thinking about what I thought about Whatnot. And what inspired me was seeing other people doing it on a big level, and I was like, they were just selling on eBay a couple years ago. They were just selling on Poshmark, Mercari, and look at them now, doing great on Whatnot. That is awesome. So what inspired me, people like Sean and Bethany with Trash Pandas Thrift, go subscribe to them and watch all their content. They had just started Whatnot 3-4 months ago and are absolutely crushing it. What initially sparked my interest was Chris from Flip the World got on Whatnot a year or 2 ago now, and he is absolutely crushing it on there. So just being able to see other people, whether on YouTube or maybe you have some local friends selling on Whatnot, and you're seeing them go through the trial and error process, that should give you a little bit of inspiration that you too can do this as well, whether it's on Whatnot or eBay, whatever you want to do. Just always be looking up to other people doing it on a higher level. That is the thing that kind of keeps me inspired within, and then also helps push me to motivate me on those days that when I don't feel like doing the work, right? So that's what helps me break through. Of course, number one, my faith in my source, in God, but also seeing other people, doing it on a big level was a really key thing for me to help me push forward through this business. All right, these are some American Eagle men's jeans, new with tags, size 29-30. Just picked these up a couple weeks back, and they sold for full price of $29.95 plus shipping. This is a men's Ariat shirt. These are good items, not great items. It is a men's large, and it even had a small spot on the pocket, but it sold for $14 plus shipping, and it sold in about 2 weeks. A couple weeks back, I found 2 of these Faraday linen dresses. One had a stain and a hole, and this one was actually in good condition. So these, this one sold for full price of $50 plus shipping. Has kind of like the mother of pearl inlay on the buttons, and I'm really glad I sold this before the season's changing, but glad to get the $50 plus shipping on this, and was really surprised to see it just sitting there at the bins. Also found a couple pairs of these at the bins. It's just an Under Armour University of Auburn polo. It's an extra large, and it's sold in a couple weeks after listing for $17.95 plus shipping. All right, I picked up a few of these a couple months back. They are the Ralph Lauren older version polo golf pants. Nothing too special about them, but they did sell in about a month for $24.95 plus shipping. I have a couple bins finds here, a couple bins sales anyways. This is a women's Eddie Bauer Travix. I only pick up Eddie Bauer Travix stuff and Eddie Bauer First Ascent stuff. This is a skort, so this was listed 3 days ago, sold for full price of $19.95 plus shipping. These are some Not Your Daughter's jeans, size 14, and these were listed about 6-8 months ago, sold for $13.48 plus shipping. This is an Athleta cardigan. Let me get the model name for you. It's a new with tags Athleta cardigan. It is a witchy boho wrap cardigan, and it sold for $24.24 plus shipping after being listed for about 6 weeks. So I know I'm trying to inspire y'all, but I'm just trying to say I'm just a regular person. There's no special clothing resell hacks or knowledge that I know. I'm just trying to get good at the basic principles of business and reselling and trying to help you as well get there. So I know you can do it 100%, and it wasn't without trial and error and failures, right? Fail forward, learn from the failures, and continue to improve on a daily basis. I'm a big personal development person. I love learning, I love reading every day, and I really love helping people on what I have learned. So I know you can do it. The potential is inside you. And coming into a little bit of the backstory of how we got into reselling is really we got laid off from our job in 2020 in March, and then 5 months later our house had burned down in the holiday farm fire in Oregon, and that left us with a lot of questions, right? But we had faith. We knew change was going to happen, and we knew we had to initiate change. And it wasn't within 4 to 6 months later where we started reselling. We had no clue what we were doing, but we knew where there's a will, there's a way. And we felt called to this business, and we felt like this is the way to manage resources, to be able to take what is mismanaged, manage those resources, and then sell them online. And if you have that will, then there will be a way. You got to have that willpower. You got to be able to survive the ups and downs. And don't be afraid to fail, because no one in business has never not failed. Just get good at learning from those mistakes and correcting those mistakes, and continue moving on and focus on those basic principles. This is an Eileen Fisher open front cardigan. It's 100% wool. It's a women's size large. I love Eileen Fisher. This sold in about 2 months, and it sold for $51.96 plus shipping. Picked up about 8-9 pairs of these Nike Air Max from the Kohl's clearance event. This one sold for $65 plus shipping, and I paid, so it was half off of 61, so I paid, what, $31 for these, and they sold in about 2 months. So I'm definitely continuing to take advantage of the Kohl's clearance event where they do 50% off of new shoes. So it's a good way to stock up for Q4 as well. This is a Theory merino wool men's extra large sweater, listed 4 months ago, sold for $21.05 plus shipping. And this is a men's Newa Tags Toad & Co. polo. What did I get for that? That was wow, $25 plus shipping, and this was listed, had to be no more than a month. All right, so we just wanted to say thank you so much for everyone that's come in to the Whatnot shows, and if I can do it, you can do it, whether you want to sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Whatnot, whatever you want to do. I know you have the capacity to also be a full-time reseller, and Rochelle just wanted to say
thank you. I appreciate all of your support, and it's been so fun being able to do this together.
We do our Whatnot shows together. That way we can enjoy our time together, and it is also our 9-year anniversary. Can you believe it?
Oh, I do.
It's going to be our first time without kids in 8.5 years. We got someone to watch the kids. It's amazing. So
Yeah.
Thanks to you for your support. We really appreciate you. We'll see you in today's show at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Lots of good deals. And again, we really appreciate your support. We'll see you in the next video. Be blessed. All right, what do you have to say about that?
I don't know.
You don't know? What about you, Rocky? What do you want to say?
He want to eat it. He was